Hello phone users, my name is Riley Gissel and today I will be describing a new and fairly useful app on the App Store, Moment. If you have an iPhone, you know about the screen time segment in the settings. You know, the one that sends you a notification every Sunday about how you did throughout the week. Either you love it or you hate it, there's really no in between. This free iPhone setting tells people how much screen time they use every single day, what apps they use, how much social networking is used, etc., etc. It also tells users what they're using their phone for, such as social networking, entertainment, creativity, and so forth. It's pretty neat, especially since it's free, and it can be helpful if a person wants to decrease their app use or even overall phone use. Now take this concept and freaking times it by 10 because the Moment app is way beyond this tiny little segment in settings. Let me explain this app to you. Moment is like a Fitbit. I'm sure we all know what that is, but more complex and far more up your ass. Moment enables your phone to be used in a healthy manner in which it tries to, quote, give you back time for the parts of your life that matter most, end quote. Its purpose is to show you how to have a healthy phone life balance through small habit tweaks, and let me say, tweaks isn't used lightly. I'll get back to this later. Let me explain exactly what the app does for you lovely users out there. First and foremost, the Moment app basically requires users to submit how many hours a day each user would like to be on their phone. For me, I put 45 minutes each day. Moment keeps you updated on how you're doing in regards of time and how many minutes you have left until your time limit is over. It does this by sending you notifications and keeping you updated on how you're doing in regards of time. Many notifications. Moment tracks your screen time, exactly like the iPhone settings thing. Except a little more complex. It shows and sorts all your data on the front screen of the app, like so. You know, pretty neat I suppose, nothing too extraordinary. It also tracks your pickups, which even means checking to see what the time is, which is nice, yeah. Let's see, it tracks your walking life and where you go each day. Neat, cool. Oh, and it tracks your pickups and screen time all week, love that. And shows you your good days and your bad days from the entire time you've had the app, and locks all the information on the calendar, which you can tap and see. Pretty cool. But not only does it do that, but also freaking lets you coach yourself by having a literal coach in the phone telling you what to do and why. This is called the boot camp, which honestly can have a tendency to be a little impossible. The boot camp is a 14-day camp that encourages users to change up their social media habits by taking part in little to big tasks each day. Some days are harder than others, and some days are just painful to even attempt. For example, one of the days had me literally walk out of the room full of people whenever I was on my phone. Every time I picked up my phone, I had to leave. You can imagine how stupid and irritated I felt in a room full of my friends. Moment describes Day 10 as important in a sense that phones create a wall between yourself and the people you love, and that you're socially not yourself when on a phone. Interactionalists believe that cell phones serve us all socially, in a sense that we are all communicating and sharing ideas virtually, not personally. Our phones are used for things like social media, like Instagram and Snapchat, another way of virtual communication. Interactionalists may see this as unnecessary, but globalization proves this to be a new wave of effective communication. Across the globe, people are beginning to see and understand that communication is now being done through social media and other virtual forms, like email and FaceTime. Globalization is also the way in which people are staying up to date with the newest trends of popular culture. This is why cell phones are being used for, more than ever. Because social media and email is so prominent and effective in today's communication, boot camp days like Cold Turkey Day were difficult and ineffective. Remember the tweaks I mentioned earlier? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Day 14 of the boot camp required me to stay completely off my phone all day. Not only did I fail this miserably, but found it to be odd considering I couldn't communicate with my professors, my friends who thought there was something wrong with me, or my parents who live far away. Speaking of globalization, apps are spread globally. According to Digital Trends, there are over 175 billion app downloads in 2017, and people spent over $86 billion in app stores the same year. This has most likely increased in the past few years because of the rapid increase in app interests. Apps are used for everything, from shopping to games to even effective communication. It's no doubt that this intake and desperate need for apps will increase in the distant future. Not only are apps useful and fun, but they are also the backbone for our daily lifestyle. Day 4 of the boot camp inquired me to simplify my home screen. As much as it seemed stupid and easy, it was much harder than it looked. The task was to, quote, tidy up your first home screen, go through every folder and every app to move or delete the less important ones, end quote. I also had to limit myself to 12 apps on the home screen. I accomplished this task after realizing that apps really are prominent in today's society. I didn't realize that apps are literally for everything. I even found an app deep in my extras in my home screen that showed me how to calculate tips. I have no idea where this came from, why I had it, and why it was in my extras on my home screen. After reading that people use around 10 apps a day, I decided to take the opportunity to see which of my apps I use the most, which made it difficult to delete one on day 13 of the boot camp. On this day, I had to delete an app that was most important. I wasn't sure where to go with this one, considering my most important apps I use are for work, like Instagram. I decided not to get fired and went with the other apps that I used daily, Snapchat. Honestly, it wasn't that hard because the day I deleted it, I was super busy all day and didn't have the chance to not use it. But I feel like if I wasn't busy, then not having Snapchat would be extremely hard, especially since it's vital to stay in communication with my friends who go to other colleges. As much as the globalization of cell phones and cell phone usage keeps me updated on the newest trends and other forms of popular culture, I never have the urge to bring it with me in the bathroom. Ew. I don't even listen to music in the shower anymore, considering that the last time I did it, like 5 years ago, my phone broke. This being said, day 8, no phone in the bathroom was super easy. It was almost like I didn't have to participate in anything because I wasn't participating in the first place. If anyone out there always brings your phone in the bathroom, this task would be hard for you. Now for my overall review. I like it, and I know it has good intentions, but it's kind of annoying and contradicting when the whole entire point of the app is for you not to be looking at or be on your phone, yet Moment was pretty much the only notification I had for 2 weeks. Mind you, I don't really have friends, so every time I feel my phone vibrate, I get excited, only to come to the realization that it wasn't a text or Snapchat, but was in fact Moment telling me that I have 30 minutes left of screen time for the day. I would definitely change this if I were to change up the app. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the app is fantastic and a great way to decrease your screen time, but I don't think it would be ideal for a broke college student who's just trying to manage her money wisely. I think Moment is a great app that has lovely ideologies and tasks, but honestly, you can complete the tasks without downloading and buying the app. I think that downloading it once and trying the bootcamp will be beneficial to all though. Giving it a try for a week and learning about sleeping patterns, walking life, and long-term insights could change your life. It can make you rethink your phone habits. Hey, it's worth a shot. It's understandable that the rise of popular culture insists on every person relying on their phone, but it's important to understand that and try to resist it as much as possible, like what I do. Personally, I am not one to be on my phone because I understand the importance of human interaction. After downloading the app, I realize more now than ever before that as much as cell phones are necessary and vital to today's effective communication, it is easy to resist the urge to be on your phone to improve your daily lifestyle. I think everybody else who downloads it will find this to be true as well. However, if not interested in paying the monthly subscription, then stick with the Apple screen time setting. It's not nearly as advanced as Moment, but gives you plenty of insight on where you stand in terms of screen time. Overall, I am glad that I downloaded the app, but I'm going to delete it only because I am not one who generally needs to teach myself that life isn't dedicated to phones. I understand this, which is why my screen time is lower every day compared to average users. I think Moment is an important app for anyone who needs to learn about the necessity of personal communication and that life doesn't revolve around cell phones. I am glad I took this opportunity and shared what I learned from it to you all.